Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out HBAR's price chart, and I think we are at a very important key moment. Why is that? Let's start by analyzing the short-term price action. And if you remember, the last time that we talked about Hedera, we were right around the highs, and the idea was that this move is a very slow and choppy one, which is a characteristic of a corrective movement. And at the same time, it seems like that we are having a pullback to this important region, and what's next? Probably a continuation of the move down, and that pretty much I would say happened. And also in this move, I believe we do have a 1 2 5 down into wave 3, probably I would say to about this point, ABC into wave 4, and yet another 5 wave on the downside into our wave 5. And now I can tell you, maybe this white 5 wave down is actually into this wave 5. Why is this important? Let's go around here. You see, if you want to be bullish on any chart, then you need to be able to find off of the lowest low a 1 2 3 4 5 wave on the upside. This specific example is an impulse. In some other cases, you can have something called an expanding leading diagonal, which looks like this. This is our initial move up into 1, correction for 2, big move up into wave 3, and it has to be bigger than 1, correction for 4, it's going to be bigger than wave 2, and in here, unlike a normal 5 wave, we must have overlapping of the waves, and this is our final move up into wave 5, and it has to be the biggest wave in here. Also, after a 5 wave up, if you are bullish and you're looking optimistic and the final low is already in, then okay, you can have a correction structure, and in some cases, I would argue maybe most cases, we are having an ABC zigzag, which the subwaves for it are going to be like this. 1 2 3 4 5 wave down into a correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, possibly even a triangle, not important, and another 5 down into C. Let's go on the live chart and count some waves and what is going on in here. You see, maybe it's best to go on maybe H1 time frame. There we go. I can tell you that we are having a 5 wave up, yet another 5 wave. This can be another 5 wave on the upside, and on a higher degree, there might be an argument to be made for this whole move to be a 1 2 3 4 5 wave on a higher degree in form of, you know what, an expanding leading diagonal. This is kind of possible, but that doesn't mean that right now in Hedera we should be like 100% bullish. No, I think we need to pay full attention to the current move, and that, my friends, is exactly why at the beginning of the video I told you we are kind of in a key moment. Why is that? We said that earlier. This is definitely a 1 2 3 4 5 wave down. Also, this is probably from this point an A B C in form of a flat, and from the highest side we most likely have yet another 5 wave on the downside, and these might be the subwaves for, you probably know what I'm about to say, an A B C zigzag. Now, if this scenario is happening, then okay, we can say in Hedera on a higher degree, this is a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and what's next? A massive move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. On the other hand, you can have kind of a bearish count in here, and by the way, any analyst at any given moment should be able to come up with a bullish and a bearish scenario at the same time, okay? So this is in the interest of being objective, and that possibility suggests instead of an ABC, this time this is 1, correction for 2, clear cut 5 wave down into wave 3, correction for 4, another move down into wave 5, and according to this scenario in Hedera, we are actually going to go down and take the lowest low all the way down here, about 12.5 cents. So question, which scenario is happening? I think it all depends on the current move. What you want to see in order to be bullish is a very strong 1 2 3 4 5 wave up in order to at least get back above this important level, and at that point I guess you can have an argument for the final low in Hedera in the short term being already in. What you do not want to see, on the other hand, is a very slow and choppy move on the upside, which is a characteristic of a correction structure, and at that point you should probably prepare for some more downward price action in Hedera, which will really not be ideal. So basically, I'm gonna say this current move in Hedera is extremely important, and it all comes down to this specific move. Okay, let's hope that we get a strong move on the upside, and at that point you are going to see me being very much optimistic in HBAR. But on the other hand, if we get a correction, okay, I probably need to at that point change my tone a bit, and I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Hedera. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.